What's up, everybody? It's Redline here, man. Uh, Problem with the video, man. I just want to let you guys know earlier in my super excitement about season 10 and the patch notes, man, and explaining the implications of that in both PvE and PvP, the things that we got. I was having a discussion with my clanmates and some of my friends. Shout out to RLM, Sleazy, Hippie, all you guys, Mo, and all you guys. In my excitement in our discussion, I didn't get the first beginning of our conversation and the implications of the things that I'm excited about as far as the phase one patch notes of season 10. Um, so I'm gonna go over them really quick, just up until the point where we were at, and then let them know all the things that I was super excited about. I'll put some images on the screen. And hopefully, you guys, if you like the video, like and subscribe. I'll go ahead and put some timestamps in here for you guys to skip around to whatever you're interested in. It's going to be a pretty long video, so sit down, relax, and listen to the discussion. So, I want to go over the brand set really quick. Um, I can't pronounce it. I'm going to put it on screen. Uh, Skill haste for One Piece and a excuse me skill haste for one piece, and for the two piece is one skill tier. Nobody cares about the three piece. It's ammo capacity. It's not magazine size for some of you guys that are confused. It's ammo capacity. um you get one skill tier. So what the implications of this is for me is what I can see, especially in the DZ, you're gonna have tank builds that alongside with technician, alongside with a memento backpack, two pieces of this, and a card pistol, you can have 1.9 tank builds with uh, 2 to 4 skill tiers, depending on what's going on. So I was super excited to tell the guys this. I didn't get a chance to record it. Hybrids are going to be in every way possible. You're going to have status builds that are super tanky. You're gonna have healer builds that are super tanky. You're gonna have every type of skill that is tanky. So get ready for that type of stuff. You're gonna have DPS players with skills going crazy. Uh, you can have six reds, six reds, and what it looks like you can have also with the implication of the things that I just mentioned. You can have 4 skill tiers if you have a card out. So get ready for these builds, man. Builders are in. Builders are gonna probably dominate this patch and create all the best builds that you are looking for. So if you were into my channel at the beginning and you see me play D1 content, you'll know that I was a Lone Star main, and I was explaining to these guys the implication of the Umbra Initiative set and using From the Shadows. The two piece give you 15% critical hit chance. The three piece is reload speed, and the four piece you use From the Shadows. While in cover, you gain a 10 stack per second up to 50. Each stack will give you 1% critical hit damage and 0.5% RPM buff. So what that means is you get 25% at max stacks, and if you're wearing, I believe, the chest piece, you will have 50% RPM. So also you get up to with the chest piece up to, if these numbers are correct and I'm reading them right, what it looks like 100% critical hit damage. Uh, that in itself is crazy. That turns the gear set in the Lone Star. If I throw measured on it, I'll be explaining all of that stuff when I cut to the video. But outside of you not having to stack critical hit damage on your build, you can stack crit chance and reload speed on your weapon, therefore allowing you to reload faster, potentially cutting reload speeds in half. I'm be explaining how measured can work, how frenzy can work. All these things have me super excited. I didn't get to all of the things that I wanted to get to. Uh, I didn't get to all the things that I wanted to get to because I obviously lost all the footage for the beginning. But I'm gonna cut right back to my footage. Please leave a like and subscribe, and let's get back to it. Factors. Yes, sir. There you go. Frenzy, right? But it requires you to reload. So you can stack reload speed. With it, you gaining stacks of critical hit damage. You don't have to stack critical hit damage. Let's just say you have 100. You'll get 200 with a chest piece, right? And on top of that, you get what 50% RPM with the chest piece. Measured has gives you 30% minus RPMs, but gives you let me read it. Let me read it. Hold on. All right. So top half of the magazine, you get 20% rate of fire, minus 30% weapon damage. The bottom half is 20% rate of fire, 30% weapon damage. That's a free 30% weapon damage on the back half of your magazine, and you keep 30% of your rate of fire. So at all times, you're never going to be doing. You always going to be doing a high rate of fire at all times.
Yeah.
See what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So it's never going to be a situation where I'm firing slow. So on the back half of you, it's going to benefit you to have measured because you're going to have the increased damage, and on top of that, the higher
Yeah.
RPMs. Yeah, I feel what I'm saying? And you don't even have to stack crit damage. You can just stack crit chance. On your
You're
guns, you
gonna
can
stay
stack.
with the RPM, and the damage is gonna go up on the
It's just
second
gonna
half
go
of the
up.
magazine.
And on division, because I'm gonna put around here, I'm gonna put yeah, but you still with frenzy, you still got to deal with the fact that you got to empty the magazine, right? So I'm talking from a easy to use standpoint, right? So not people that use frenzy like myself, right? So, but if you get that frenzy off, it's gonna be insane. Like if you manage to get the frenzy off, it's gonna be insane. So the L86 and the RPK on the back half of those, because those have fast reloads, gonna be insane. So if you got 30% reload speed already, you can stack a reload speed on which part of the gun is it? But you can get reload speed on your weapon on top of the 30%. So you're talking like cutting reload speed in half for belt fed LMGs. So you turn 4 seconds into 2 seconds. Are y'all following what I'm saying here? Like how much damage output you can get out on
Yeah,
this? You know what I'm saying? So this
I'm
is
just I'm
The
just
Carnage,
thinking
the
about it now.
Carnage
That's
with the
pretty
with the
sexy.
Carnage,
Not even gonna
yeah
hold you.
with the carnage. Yeah, yeah,
it's
with
already
the
got
carnage.
faster RPMs.
Yeah, they already got fast RPM, high magazine. The new LMG is already cooking. Is our 200 rounds. If you manage to get the frenzy off, that's crazy
Stoner,
damage. Stoner, yeah, well, Stoner still won't be in like that, only because yeah, Stoner
the
really won't
Dare.
won't
I
be
meant
in
the
like
Dare,
that. The dare
the
is
Dare.
where you gonna
That's
be
gonna
where you
be
gonna benefit
bread
from.
and butter. Yeah.
So measure is going to eliminate any. If you have measured with this gear set, it eliminates any negative effects from measured. Into the light now for the PvP players that like to run around, do the dancing, the strafing, and all that other stuff. You got a situation where you can you're gonna get. I'll read it to you. It's called Into the Light. While out of cover, you gain 10 stacks per second up to 50. Each stack will give you 0.5% armor regen when it's consumed. I don't know how they're going to consume that. I guess while you're out of cover, you consume it. That's how I believe it is going to work. But this, like I said, I don't know
I think
exactly
it's
how it's going to work.
if you get out of cover and you're moving, then you lose stacks.
So
It
You
similar
just
lose
says
to
4 stacks
so
when you get out of cover. You lose 2 stacks while you're running.
so this is going to benefit Lady Death users. You ain't going to have to stack armor regen because think of the Empress Guard and Bellstone. You get 1% at full stacks with a backpack on from it because you get 100 stacks. You can get up to what I believe the number come out to what 2.5, something like that. So you can have 5% armor regen when leaving cover, and you run down on somebody with 5% armor regen and like no other type of armor regen on your build other than like the Emperor's Guard and the Bellstone piece. Nobody's gonna be able to kill you. You talking something like 200k armor regen instantly. There's nothing you could do about that at the DZ. That's almost unkillable. You see what I'm saying? Or if you need to get away from somebody and you don't have armor regen, you're gonna be able to get away. Especially if you have something like firewall and you do a cover to cover move and they give you armor. Like I said, tank builds are gonna now have DPS. Tank builds are now gonna have skills, and they're gonna be
So
like it's still gonna be tanky. It's gonna be ridiculous.
With
so
expertise 20
we're
on
actually
everything.
gonna have a hybrid.
You're gonna
What?
have crazy hybrids. So this is like builders are gonna be able to
Like
build
same
this patch.
for Outbox as well?
Yeah. Oh, hotbox gonna be crazy. So you get armor regen.
Yeah, that's super
Hotbox in
cool
the
because
raid,
yeah,
right? So on
yeah,
what they're referring to is Pfizer, which you can get your armor regen. If you get regen enough, you can just maintain cover and do your thing. But that'll take a little bit. That's kind of niche though. in my opinion,
Yeah.
about how you will handle that. Um,
Mhm.
but if you're getting increased damage, you can think about things for the raid. Like if you're in cover, getting ready to shoot, or you setting up to do damage on something like Dark Hours on the triplets or Weasel. That's crazy DPS. You see what I'm saying? Just for sitting in cover, you wait 10 seconds before you start the, you start the encounter. You have an extra 100% critical hit damage for being in cover and higher RPMs. So when they jump out the window, dead. You see what I'm saying?
Just yeah, just
So you got you can be in cover before you start Bunny and Lucy. 10 seconds, started, dead. You got people that don't even have to even move off of the plates on Razorback if you got the demolitionist, and they can just shoot from there. We Things are gonna just disappear. It's not even gonna be funny. You see what I'm saying? You can stand at spawn points in cover, do them dirty. If you need to get out of cover, you get the armor regen, whether you have armor regen or not. So this negates the need for having armor regen, or if you're in cover, critical hit damage, depending on how you want to play. So it's two different ways of how to play the game, and who knows what's going to be in the middle for the exotic weapons, right? I seen some reactions from other YouTubers just like, oh man, like they're just looking at it and it's like, you don't even know what they're gonna do with it. So the exotic weapon is Doctor Home, or I guess they meant the talent's called Doctor Home. It's gonna be exotic variation of the M1A CQB rifle. Shooting an enemy applies a mark. When killed, marked targets drop 15% armor repair kit. Now this don't give you blue armor, just so you guys know, right? So imagine, picture for me, you got uh, the what you call it, the gunner specialization on.
The
Yeah, the
gunner
gunner
gives
gives you
you.
armor on kill. Yeah, 10% armor on kill, right?
Yeah. Mhm.
Now let's just say you just happen to be wearing gunner, right? In PvP or PvE, but let's just for PvP purposes, because I want PvP players to realize this can change the game completely. So let's just say you have gunner on, right? And you kill some, and let's just say you have a momentum on. You kill somebody, you get 10% armor. Your team is damaged, right? And they're in 1v1 situations. You pick up the armor kit, you heal the whole team for 15% of your armor. Now, at the same time, it's almost like a trophy system, just like the memento. So you get 15%. You get 15% armor on top of the armor on kill from the gunner. That's 25% armor on kill. You pick up the trophy from memento in the same exact place. Now they give you blue armor. See what I'm saying? So if you got solo players that like to cook people and try to go solo manhunt, this is gonna be for them. Like this is gonna be perfect. You got high DPS players. It's gonna be insane to me. Like people not applying some of this stuff the way
It's
it
gonna
needs to
be
go. Yeah, because the CQB
my
fire is
goal.
fast. Yeah, we
Yeah,
use that in the raid all the time. Like I could show people
yeah.
now about how fast this thing fires. Like this thing fires incredibly fast. Like you can
The
take
only
out
problem is
targets
the
with high
reload
DPS.
speed. That's all. If you can.
Just the reload speed, right? But what if you like I said, if you let's just say you wearing the new gear, right? You
The
get 30%
new
reload
gear.
speed,
Yeah,
the new gear set.
yeah, and you sell it. Yeah.
So all your problems literally can just be changed based on how you want to play the game. You know what I'm saying? This is not a slow firing rifle. You can
Wow.
kill players in 1v1 situations,
Wow.
and it
Wow.
shouldn't take you 16 bullets to down nobody in the DZ if you got a proper rifle build. You already rocking. You probably
Damn,
already
you
gonna
know
be
this is
rocking
flood too.
foxes.
We gotta
You
go
get what
Yeah.
I'm
back
saying?
down though.
Say again.
No, no, keep going, keep going.
Yeah. So you probably gonna be already taking people out like no problem in a 1v1 situation if they don't know how to strafe, or if they give you something like medium range. You already rocking fox sprayers, damage the targets out of cover. You got it on your gun. You're gonna be cooking people. If you can manage to get the kill, you can chain kills together to make you OP because you're gonna get blue armor every trophy and you're gonna heal your team for every kill.
Oh my
Or
God.
and chances are, if somebody downs them and then you finish them, you may get the drop for that also. Now the exotic gloves, right? Now,
Yeah.
bloody knuckle. It says talent is over the top. Throwing a grenade or striking an enemy with a melee activates seeing red. Seeing red grants 25% weapon damage and 100% melee for 20 seconds on a 60-second cooldown. But what people are not seeing, they like, oh man, the bump build is gonna be OP. Wah wah wah. Right? I don't really care about that. What I'm here for to show y'all, right? It says throwing a grenade. You understand what I'm saying?
You don't need to. Yeah.
You don't need to
If you
hit
come,
nobody.
you don't
There's
need to come
nobody.
close.
You
Yeah.
Yeah.
don't need to hit
Just
nobody to
throw it.
get that. Now, what
Yeah.
build did I put out that I seen people started using? I put
Map.
out a build that
Map
had
bomber
infinite
Yeah,
with
that's
grenades.
the map.
No,
explosive.
no,
Yeah.
no,
Explosive.
With
no.
the.
I'm gonna get to the man. I'm gonna get to that, bro. You starting to see the vision? I put out a build. I put out a. Now y'all starting to see the vision. I put out a
I know
build
you.
with
I know
tip of
your
the
mind.
spear. Yeah, it's the
Yeah.
tip of the spear. With tip of the spear in the DZ, you have infinite grenades.
Oh
Yeah.
my god.
I
So you
know.
have infinite grenades with tip of the spear. What are you gonna do? So all I got to do is throw it. Let's just say it's a fire nade, right? Now you're gonna be on fire, and I'm running down on you with 20% extra damage. If I'm wearing a chest piece, that 20% goes to 40%. So you
Okay.
throwing that 40% on top of that 25, you talking 65%. See, I'm not even talking about multiplicative and additive and all of this stuff. I'm just throwing numbers together so people can see the vision about what I'm talking about. See what I'm saying? So if you choose to wear the chest piece, you're talking about the 40% from tip of the spear on top of the 25% from the gloves. Now, what does that remind you of? Skull gloves from D1, but with a lower value. You get what I'm saying?
But you don't
So
have to
it's
have
essential.
the
You
gear
only
set.
you go to get what 16% from D1. That remind you of like skull gloves. So not only can you melee somebody, you will have crazy DPS. So these values either going to have to change or everybody's going to be broken, depending on what build you want to run. You see what I'm saying? It's going to be no complaining. Everybody everywhere is going to be broken. So now you got a situation where Sleazy was getting to the point where I was getting to with Mad Bomber, right? Now, if I go back to the table and show you what Mad Bomber does, because I used to have a grenade build. Mo knows this. I had a grenade build. They used to one-shot people till they nerf grenades. So where I would cook the grenade and throw it. Now, essentially, what you have in the game with adding that, you have short bows. Do who don't know what short bows do from
Those are
D1?
the those were the D pads
Where you
for
could
the
throw your grenade and it
if one
instantly
yeah
explode.
it's you didn't have to cook it, it just straight explode on contact with
Only
anything.
only this, only in this game, you gotta cook it a little bit. You just cook it, and then it show you the trajectory. What do people do when they getting shot? When they're getting shot, they go into cover, or they hide behind something in groups. I just put out again another build, explosive delivery, right? Where I can do that stuff. So I can benefit from throwing grenades at people with these gloves on. But if I have Mad Bomber, I get 15% of armor, and I could chuck a nade at you that explodes on contact. Sometimes explode in the air in your face if you time it right. If you're wearing demolitionist, I could run up to you with said grenade and it blows
And
up
take the damage. And
and
take the
tank the
damage.
damage. And won't nothing won't happen to me. See what I'm saying? So you get a situation where, like I said, this patch is going to be for the builders. Now, what the back part of this said is on a 60-second cooldown, right? It says striking an enemy with a melee or hitting them with the effect of the grenade will take it off cooldown instantly. So now the two biggest radius in the game on grenades is a fire and a flash, right? Flash grenade. When you had the flashbang and you combine it with Mad Bomber, the radius is huge. If I cook it, it's a wrap. You gonna get hit. You gonna be blind. I'm gonna get my damage, and you gonna be dead. That's just how I go. You see what I'm saying? Like it's literally just how I go. You ain't gonna be able to see because the effects from grenades uh, last longer than base. So, for example, if you put the technician on and you throw a grenade at somebody, if you don't have no skill tiers and you try to jam somebody, that grenade lasts longer than that jam. Make sense? So the status effects
Yeah.
from that. add to
I
that. But
follow.
I'm gonna get back to that too, though. I'm gonna get back to grenades in a second, right? The exotic pistol is called Busy Little Bee, right? Each shot to a different target increases your weapon damage. If a player keeps shooting a different target, each shot increases 10% to 200%. Now, this is where we're gonna be looking at new one shots. As far as possibly in the DZ, depending on how these values go up and down, and how they're applied, and also in the raid. So players have 5 seconds to shoot between each target until they lose the stacks, and must do it again. Players have 5 seconds to shoot between each target until they lose the stack, and must do it again. When the time is over, the player shoots the same or shoots the same target will gain 5% damage for each stack that they were able to get on the next target shot. The stacks remain even if the user changes weapons. So what this means is I'm gonna show you a piece. I'm gonna tell you how you could apply this in the raid and also how you can apply it in the DZ. In the raid, we could take said pistol, go through the entire raid, shooting ads until we get our 200%, right? Put it away, have the exotic holster on, right? Get the Razorback, and you not only got the holster, you also got this weapon too. You see what I'm saying? So it may be like a new one shot for things like Razorback. It may take the place of the Regulus. It all depends on how strong the stack is. Make sense? Y'all see where I'm going with this?
I see where you're going. You
Yeah,
don't
so
see
you
them
can have
changing the
quick draw.
PTS on you.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like quick draw, while the pistol is holstered, you gain stacking buff every zero point 0.3 seconds up to 100, right? The first shot deals 10% damage per stack. So the amount of damage you can get off of all of this in combination is
Oh my
astronomical,
God.
in my opinion, right? So you may have a new one shot. You may take the Regulus and run this instead. Now, here's how you apply it in the DZ. I go into DZ, I go into a landmark, I get all my stacks. I shoot an ad, switch weapons, kill them. Shoot an ad, uh, get the stack, kill them. Shoot an ad, get the stack, all the way until I get my 200%. I put the weapon away, right? Now we fighting. This is the part where you call it the fuck around and find out, right? So we're shooting with ADS. You pull out said pistol, bang. If that don't kill them, I guarantee you their health gonna be crazy low. Now the next shot, you get 5% extra damage for every stack that you gain. What's 5 times 20? That's 100. So my next shot guaranteed to finish you off. So you got a two tap in the DZ on a pistol, on a fast pistol.
Yo, this is fucked up.
You see what I'm saying? So you can two tap somebody. Yeah, see what I'm saying? Like when I read this stuff, yo, I'm so excited. I'm like, bro, this is everything that I ever wanted. Everybody broken. I can make people play positions. I'm tired of these things like catharsis masks where they pump out stuff and be like, force you to play. Not even force you, encourage you to play stupidly, right? Like
Yeah.
let me get shot and gain damage. I think that's a dumb move, right? Somebody come you think Mac, I can hear them pressing the button fast as hell. So, so you a situation where now people are having to play positions to gain the damage that they want, and they got to play a certain way to get the stuff that they want. So if you're trying to pick on a PVE player that's just in there, just doing clearing landmarks, you may run up on them and they got full stacks, and now you catch a two shot and it's you out of here. You don't even know what happened. You're like, what? You don't even know what happened, my boy. You see what I'm saying? Now,
Definitely not going to the GZ anymore.
bro, this is that I'm not. Here's the thing. I'm not even done, my boy. I'm not even done. The two named weapons is called the lefty and the stage left. They have the same talent, right? One's the ACS 12 and one's a SOCOM M1A. I don't know who's going to use the SOCOM M1A, but you can literally keep this weapon on you and stack on about what I said earlier about grenades, right? It says dealing damage with a grenade applies a mark on the target. Targets with this mark take 40% more damage to armor, minus 10% movement speed. Here's how this applies in PV. You can do it in
They're
PVE
gonna
too.
move slower
Does
also.
does that take the place of the gloves and the two-piece walker now?
No,
Or you add them together?
no, you can
Damage
add
to
it all
armor.
together. You can add it all together. You can stack damage to armor. For these high armor builds, you can get cooked, right? This gonna be cook armor meta. You're gonna get the cook armor. Here's how you do it, right? You have, let's just say you got on, um, what you call it, the Mad Bomber, right? You cook your grenade. You throw said grenade. They ain't got time to react. They blow up. You have demolitionists on with the grenade that make you bleed, right? That's this grenade right here. That's a fragmentation grenade, right? So I'm gonna let this get off my screen. So you throw said grenade and make him bleed. What does bleed do? Slow you down. What
Yeah,
does perfect sledgehammer do? Slow you down. So not
slow
only
you
are you
down.
bleeding and you slow, you minus 10% movement speed. And you're gonna
Yeah,
take 40% extra damage. And if I'm wearing tip of the spear with infinite grenades, my boy, you getting shredded when I come around the corner. You see what I'm saying? Like when I come around the corner, once I hit you with a grenade, you getting shredded because you're gonna take crazy damage. You see what I'm saying? Like that's why I'm like, and all you have to do is have this gun out at the time. Make sense? You don't have to shoot the ACS-12 or the SOCOM. You just have it in your hand, toss it at somebody. You don't even have to have man bomber because I land grenades without it. You throw it, they blow up. You put it up. You stack on all this damage. They ain't out strafing nobody. You see what I'm saying? Because you bleeding number one, and then you lose movement speed. The most basic of players will be able to track you and cook you. This is how you apply the PTS properly. Like when people are looking at these guns, like, man, I ain't gonna use this. I ain't gonna use this. How do you? And also, this is how you apply the counter to some of these other builds, right? Because this is what they used to do to me with Lone Star, right? When they found out I was cooking people, if I'm not further enough away, what they do is they chuck grenades at me to get me out of cover. Make sense? So my grenade knocks me out of cover. I don't get anything from sitting in cover. All right.
The Alejandro Park doesn't work either.
Nope,
It
that
doesn't
it
lower
don't
your
work
damage.
either. You see what I'm saying? So,
Yeah.
so the same concept applies here. I throw a cooked grenade at you, you blow up, you stand up, I run down on you, I get extra damage, you dead. This is grenade meta. This is gonna be tank tanks doing everything meta. This is
So
going the way people play are gonna change fundamentally. I hope, but I need them to work some of these numbers because some of them is going to be crazy if you apply it right. Because I don't know what's I'm not the multiplicative and additive guy yet. I gotta see how it works in game, see where the numbers go to apply certain things. But if you take all of this into consideration, my guy, it's going to be crazy. You don't have to use this gun at all. I just throw a
we back
lefty
to a
on.
looter shooter.
Yeah. Oh, I throw a
Looter shooter.
lefty on, and you ain't got a post resistance build, and I'm wearing Heartbreaker with an ACS 12. This benefit me more. The only way to counter grenades when using the gear set, if you're gonna use the into the shadows way of playing, you're gonna need to have rock Sawyers so you don't stagger, and you can just eat it in cover. And you're gonna have to rock demo so you can just eat it and not take no damage. So people gonna have to counterplay each other properly. You see what I'm saying? They're not gonna be doing want to do that, but it's gonna be a lot of counterplay, a lot of different things that people are not seeing. I'm not seeing nobody talking about this. People talking about the how countdown and is going to have different things to different what is difficulties. That's cool. I'm cool. I like the strongholds. I'm a PvEVP player. I play the whole game, so I'm gonna play all of this. I'm gonna get everything out of the PvE that I can get, and I'm also gonna be in the DZ. This is gonna be like the patch for builders. If you a builder for real, you're gonna see a whole bunch of weird hybrid builds you ain't never seen before with weird talents that you ain't even know it could combine together. And this was just from meeting this one time. As soon as I read it, I got excited and wanted to talk to all you guys and tell you guys about it. That's all I'm saying about it. What you think,
Appreciate it, bro.
Sleazy?
I see the game coming back to the cover shooter, what it originally once was, how the builds were TU7, TU5, and stuff like that, where you had to actually invest in your build and not just wear what everybody else has.
Yeah.
Getting just cheese damage. Most of these builds nowadays are just cheese. That's how they kill you. Or
You know,
it's just not fun. And they making it. The sounds are gonna be interesting now. You gotta think for yourself now. Just can't wear what the YouTubers say.
man, I pray like people like myself, like people going to
So
be
you
looking to
actually have to
identity.
build again?
You're gonna actually
What?
have to build again. If you smart, you're gonna be able to put fire team combinations together that I have a whole bunch of ideas for.
I'm
You
going
know,
with you.
and I
You
hope
know it.
people pay attention to the channel. You know what I'm saying? Make sure y'all come through the LCN Discord. Y'all can chop
What's
it
the
up with
channel name
us.
again?
Come through Redline 718 Gaming. Y'all come through the LCN Discord. We're gonna be doing some crazy, crazy builds over there, man. I'm gonna be putting fire teams together for my DZ people. We're gonna be doing some things. I'm gonna be talking to people. It's gonna be people that come out with crazy ideas. It's not many people that I know like that have ideas and build properly, but those people that I do know, some of your favorite YouTubers, they're gonna be putting out some stuff, man. So y'all gonna be needing to pay attention to everybody, including the guys that been quiet, because they ain't gonna be quiet no more. Like, not the real
No.
builders, not the people that play with numbers, that experiment with everything. They're gonna be for real. So make sure y'all tune into the channel. Any of y'all got anything to say before we cut this off? Yeah, press square. That's what Hit Me's
Yes,
gonna say to
sir.
y'all. Press
Yeah.
square at all times, man. You know what I'm saying?
So, so
Shout
that
out to
door
my
camping is
LCN
over,
family.
huh? The
Door
door camping is
camping.
over.
Yeah, it's gonna be a problem. It's gonna be a problem, man. I got some stuff for door campers. It's gonna be.
A Costa backpack giving more
That's
grenades
what
and
I was
Yeah.
gonna
stuff.
say.
This is what they
That's what I was
say.
gonna say.
I told you
Because if you
about it.
land the grenade, you get
You
the
get it
grenade
back, right?
refunded back to you.
Yes, you do. That's gonna
See,
be
You
cool
already
now.
did it with
see.
Agosto.
Now,
So
now, here's another thing that I'm gonna
Infinite
present
fire
to you
grenades.
guys.
Wow.
Here's another thing I want to present to you guys. Right? Let's just say I make uh, said build that I was talking about, skill tier 4, right? Costa go bag, man.
yeah.
I toss that nade. I'm skill tier 5. I'm skill tier 5. What if I got a mechanical animal and I kill you? I'm skill tier
Oh.
6. If I transfer
Yeah.
that to somebody else and kill them, I'm overcharged. You're dead, bro. That's all I'm gonna say,
Yeah.
man. That's all I'm gonna say, man.
You're getting
It's
from
gonna be a
forward
it's
to
gonna be
skill tiers too.
and
It's
then
It's
they
perfect.
tanky.
oh
So
my
what you
god.
gonna do with somebody that got 4 skill tiers and they 1.9
You
with a
can do
mechanical
nothing.
animal?
You can't do nothing, man.
You're just gonna stare and see how we kill you.
You're gonna be
Somebody's still
upset.
gonna phone
It,
you.
it's it's gonna be a lot of upset people. You know what I'm saying? Thank my guys for coming by because I just wanted to bounce my ideas off my team, people that I know. Tune into the channel, like and subscribe, yeah, man, and y'all be ready for these builds that come out because I'm be watching the PTS every phase, and then I'll talk about this each phase that go through until we finally get season 10. So y'all tune in later, man. Peace.
Loyalty comes natural.